Please make use of these tools. Today we are going to do Google Slides, Google Sheets, and then Mentimeter, and I think that would be इट, क्योंकि हमारे पास 1.5 घंटा है और हमें 1.5 घंटा तो लगेगा इन चीज़ों को एक्सप्लोर करने में. सो आर यू ऑल रेडी फॉर गूगल स्लाइड्स एंड गूगल शीट्स?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. I'll just minimize this for the time being. In case you have any doubts, please feel free to ask. I'll not be able to see your raised hand. Please unmute and ask me. उसके बाद में what I'll do is I'll also share this sheet with you people so that you can also work on it. You can explore it. ठीक है? So सबसे पहले how do we yeah. So we start with our session on first of all let's make use of Google Slides for making an interactive worksheet because it will not take a lot of time. Hardly 10-15 minutes में हो जाएगा. So I'll take that first and then we will explore spreadsheet at length. So whenever you have to make use of a Google slide, how do we get to a Google slide? Either you write down slides dot Google, so you get slides.google से you can go, or you can go from the waffle. So if you go onto the waffle, that is the 9 dots जो होते हैं वहाँ से, there are two ways. Either you can access it through the drive or you can access it through the slide. I'll show you both. So when you go down, this is your Google Slides. So you've got all the slides यहाँ पे. And if you want to go through Drive, then how do we go through Drive? You click on New. और यहाँ पे आपको आ जाएगा. So you can see Google Sheets, Slides. So click on Google Slides, so you will get a new Google slide. In case there is already one in your drive, it's already there on your drive and you want to access that, then you can just simply search for it in presentations. So you'll be able to access that. Okay, so we are going to get a new slide. And I'll create a blank slide. Okay, let's give it a name. Okay. I hope आप सबको Google Slides use करना आता है. Like, are you all aware of how to make use of Google Slides, the various features of a Google Slide? I think like most of you must be making your presentations on Google Slides only, right? Yes, teachers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I will not explore about the various features of Google Slides, but I'll just show you how to make an interactive worksheet using a Google Slide. Okay, so when you click on a new slide, I don't need all this. You can opt for a blank slide. Okay. Now let's suppose I want to make a worksheet. We have in 6th standard we have a topic on food. Now let's suppose you want to make a worksheet where children have to identify the various sources with the different nutrients that are there. So like you want to identify whether these sources are fats, proteins and things like that. So I'll just take that simple worksheet. You can make use of n number of worksheets for your classes. So what we do is like सबसे पहले let's go for a for inserting a shape. So what I did was I inserted a shape, a square. We don't need the themes, so I'll just close this. So you can make it, maybe you can make it for the whole slide, or if you want you can take a part of it. You can do this. Once this is done, because I wanted to make partition out of it, what I did was I inserted a table in it. So पहले I have taken a shape. Once I have taken a shape, I have inserted a table in it. Okay, a table of 2 by 2. So I've got 4 boxes actually, nothing else. Yeah, so I've got a box. Now all that I need to do is I need to add images to it. Okay, so how do we add images to it? So once this is done, let's suppose you want to increase the width of this, so maybe you can just increase the border width say by 3 points, and you can change the color if you want. Let's suppose we want to take black color. We want to make it thick. Okay, so this is there. Now what we need to do is we have to insert images to it. Now once we have to insert images to it, you can just click on insert image. Now whether you want to get an image from the computer or you want to search the web. So I want to search the web for the image. So you can search the image from here only. Let's suppose I want to search for fats. So I've got all these images यहाँ पे. So whichever you want, you choose. Okay. So let's suppose we want to keep this one. So then insert. And the image has come. Now what do we have to do? We have to just minimize it, customize it as per our need, and place it. So this is done. Okay, now I want another one. So maybe let's suppose I want minerals. Sorry, again I'll go for insert. I want image, search the web. Now fats is done. We want let's suppose carbs. So carbohydrates में I'll look for another image. Let's suppose I want to take this one. So again I'll have to and this way you can go on adding the images that you want to add. Now once the images are added, we do not want these images to move, we want them to be fixed. So what do we do for that? सबसे पहले you can download this. I have not completed it. I have already completed one another image which I'll use now. So what you will do is, once your grid is ready, once you have placed all the images properly in the grid, then what you can do is simply go on file, click on download. Now once you click on download, you get all these options. Now we want to save it as a JPEG image. So you click on JPEG image and it will be saved as an image. I'll show you. So I have clicked on JPEG image and it is saved. See, interactive worksheet 1. So this image is saved here. Okay, now I have already saved one image, so I'll just make use of that. So what I want is, I want a new slide, but I want the slide to be blank again. Okay, now this image I've already downloaded and kept. I'm going to make use of another image, but like this is how you can make your own image and save it. Then now where I can use this image as a background. So what do I do? In my new slide, I click on background. Now it asks you, if you want, you can change the color. If you want any specific color, you can make make the whole slide of that single color. We don't want a color or any gradient, rather I want to choose an image. Now it gives me again all these options. If you want to make use of any image from the search, whether it is in your photos or in your drive or it is in your computer. So I want to browse it here from my laptop because I downloaded it just now. So I want to make use of that image. Now I'll just show you in my downloads. See, it is here. But I don't want to make use of this image because this is incomplete. I have already drawn, like I've already made one image for today's purpose, so I'll just use that one. See, open. Done. So I've got this image. Now this image, now this is an image, means it's a fixed picture. It will not move. Nothing will move from here. This is because I had chosen for images like shapes. That's why that came. Otherwise, like nothing will come. Now what I do is now, so I've got these different images, and I want children to simply drag the various things, which is which. So what I want is I want to insert a word box, a text box. Okay, so I'll just insert a text box. Now it's totally up to you how you want it. Okay, let's suppose I want to write down fats. You align it. If you want, you can increase the size. Let's suppose I have made it into 24. Okay, I can change the font also, maybe impact, because then it will be nice. Okay, if you want, you can change the color as well. Okay, now if you want, you can change the color of the box also. Maybe we want it blue. See, and this can be moved. It can be moved. Now you want to make 4. Either you can do it 4 times, or very simply you can duplicate it. So Control D, 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 because we want 4. So you've got fats written 4 times. But the thing is, आपका font size, everything is chosen. So now you just have to change the name. Okay, so now instead of fats, let's suppose I want to make it into proteins. So I'll just change it to proteins. And then you can make carbohydrates and all. And then you can share this. When you share it, you can just share it with everyone. And you change to anyone with the link, and you make them editors. When you make them editors, everyone will have access to this sheet, this interactive worksheet. And once that is done, what will they do? They can come and you can ask them, say roll number 1, okay, I want you to point out proteins. Where are the proteins? And the child can simply drag it and take it to the proteins. And then you can call another child and ask for fats or carbohydrates and things like that. Is this clear to all of you? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Would you want to try it yourself? We can have 5-10 minutes devoted to that.
No, no.
What about the others? There's a message in the chat. Okay. So this is where you can make interactive worksheets for your students. Let's move on to Google Spreadsheet then. Okay, thank you Ashwini, and thank you Bhavna Miss for responding, and Manisha Miss also. Okay, so this is how we make use of how we can make interactive worksheets for our students. So I'll just close this one, and now we will open a spreadsheet. Okay, now a spreadsheet is nothing but an Excel sheet actually. So I'll go through the waffle only. So I'll go to a sheet. Now you can make use of your sheet for marking attendance. You can also make use of it for your for tracking the progress of your students. Most of us are like doing making results using this. So I have already taken one where I've got some data because we need some data. So I have a spreadsheet with me, and I will share it with you all also. So that, but I'm not giving you editing rights. What I'll do is I'll give you the viewing rights, so you can make a copy of it for yourself and practice it. So if you want, you can try practicing with me right now. And if you are not very sure, maybe you can observe, and then we will have 10-15 minutes to do it yourself. So I'll change to anyone with the link, and I'll make you all viewers. You just download it, okay? How do I access the chat? Could someone just message something in the chats because it's gone down kahin to bhi. I'm unable to access it. Yeah, it's come here. Thank you, Ashwini. So this is so you will have the same copy. Please download it. I did not give you editing rights, did I? Did I give you editing rights by mistake? No, anyone with the link can view. Can you make use of this spreadsheet? Write something in G1. Blobfish, I request you to write something in G1. Can you write it? I don't think so. No, it's read only, yeah. So what you will do is, even if you can, like, you go on file and you can download it, or you can make a copy if you are already in your drive. Okay, so if you download it, you will get the same thing for yourself as well. Okay, now when we are looking at a spreadsheet, we need to know exactly what we are looking at. Now a spreadsheet may all of you are aware of a cell. This singular thing, this one single is a cell. Okay, now what is a cell? It is an intersection of row and column. So row means these horizontal ones are rows, so they are numbered 1 2 3 4 and so on and so forth, and these vertical lines are columns, right, and they are alphabetic. So you know that we have A to Z, and then we go from A to and so on and so forth, AZ, then BA, BB, and so on and so forth. So we have n number of columns, and we have infinite number of rows, and the intersection where a row and a column meets is called as a cell. So you have this cell. So what is the address of this cell? Could anyone just tell me the address of this cell? Okay, the address of this cell is G3. So G column and third row. So could you just tell me, yes, Rashmi, correct, it is G3. Now could you just tell me, like, could someone tell me what is the number mentioned in E12? the number that is mentioned in E12.
It's 208.
Correct, 208. So it is E12. So this is the cell we are talking about. So its address is E12. Now when you have lots of cells together, then we call it as a range. We will need range when we are applying the formulae, whether it is to find the sum, or if we have to find out any other thing, like any formula, if it is to be inserted, then you will need range. You will have to mark the range. Even for your formatting and conditional formatting, we will need the range. So that is why, so this is a range. Now another thing, I'll quickly explore spreadsheet with you, and then I'll show you different applications. Okay, so we know what is a cell, we know what is a range. Now what else do we need? If we are giving headings, then this is called as a header row. Okay, now what all things are there? You can merge two cells together. Let's suppose we have this cell and this cell. Okay, now I want to merge these two. So what do we do there? So what you can do is, you can go on format, merge cells, and you have already marked them, so you can just merge horizontally. So you've got a singular cell. So you must have seen कि like कई बार ऐसे एक single लंबी box में you can write down the names. So that is because you've got merged the cells. Okay, if you don't want this, then you can again unmerge it. So once you unmerge it, this is how it goes. Many times it so happens like you are writing some data and there is a lot of data and you want it all in within the cell, but it goes on spreading. So like I've got one such data here for your reference. So like this. Let's suppose we want to mention that to be given grace marks in case scoring less than 35. Now this is going till here, but actually I want it all in one single cell. So how do I do that? To do that, what I'll do is, I'll just mark, I want everything in this cell only. And what do? I text wrap that. How do we do text wrap? So I again go in wrap. We have this text wrapping, and you click on wrap. So when you click on wrap, see, everything comes into the same cell. Everything is here in the same cell. You can extend it if you want, and then you can read it. Oh, sorry. See, when you double click on it, you can see the whole thing that is written. So this is how we wrap. So this is the difference between merging and wrapping. In merging, you can merge two or more clusters of cells, many cells together, you can merge into one single box. Wrapping mein whatever text is there, that can be wrapped. Another very important thing, especially when you are doing attendance or marks, is freeze. Now you don't want the names to be like, you don't want to move the names again and again, but you want to move the marks back and forth, because the sheet is pretty long, so it is very difficult to read all the data. So how do we freeze that? I'll take another sheet for that, or we can use this also. Let's do it here only. Okay, so what I do is I mark it. Once I've done this, what do? I go in, sorry, we go in view, and when you go in view, you have got this freeze option. Now freeze might ask you, what do you want to freeze, whether you want to freeze a single row or two rows or up to the current row, so whatever you have marked, or you want columns. So we want only the first column to be frozen. So once this is frozen, what happens is, now see, I can move all of it. Now let's suppose I have to go till AA. So I can very well go till AA, but the names will remain. So I will know. नहीं तो you have to keep going back and forth कि भाई autumn के marks आगे कहाँ पे कितने आए थे. So for that, this is very helpful. So freezing helps there. Any doubts so far?
ফায়াজ বলছে
Are we clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's move ahead. Now let's move on to the applications. This is the basic things. Apart from that, you can also make, we'll see if we have time, I'll show you how to make a chart also using this. Now, our main concern is sorting and filtering the data. Okay, sort matlab kya? Sort matlab to arrange the data in increasing or decreasing order. Okay, and filtering the data means how we want to find the data. So we want to place the data in a certain way. And when we have conditional formatting mein, when we have a specific rule according to which we find something, let's suppose we want all the numbers which are more than 90 or which are in the range of 90 to 99. So for that we use conditional formatting. Okay, if I have to sort ki ascending or descending mein, in that case what do I do? In that case I just go by A to Z or Z to A, means increasing order or decreasing order. So I sort. Or filter mein, when I want specific things, for instance I want to filter, let's suppose they are all sections, so I want to filter them according to the section. So I want all the students of 10th A or 5th A to be together and 5th B to be together. So in that case what do? We filter the data. Okay, so how do we do that? सबसे पहले let's do the totaling part. Let me delete this one for you. Okay, this is the heading. So total. Now first of all we want to find out the sum of all these numbers, like how much has a student scored in test 1, test 2 and the final examination. Okay, so let's suppose there were 3 examinations. There was test 1, there was, may I request you to please mute yourself? Yes, Ashwini ma'am, you can use hide and unhide columns also. May I request you to please mute
वापस
yourself?
ऐसे कैसे हो गए? नहीं वो से
Okay, I will mute you. It happens at times that you it gets unmuted on its own and you cannot do anything about it. Okay, so what do? If you do not know the formula, in that case it is very simple. It gives you the formula. Okay, so it gives you the functions. Let's suppose you want the sum. Okay, sum mein it asks what is the range. So you can select the range. This is the range. Okay, and then enter. So it has given you the total, and if you want to fill all the total, like everywhere you want the total, then you can auto fill it. This is one way. Now let's suppose at times we don't want this. What do we want? We want the marks to be like, we want to put the formula ourselves. In that case what do? In that case it is very easy to create a formula. Let me delete all this for you. Okay, and we have to create our own formula. We have to put our own formula. Whenever you are writing a formula, it has to start with is equal to. Okay, so we can write here and and it will go here also. So I prefer to write here because it is easier to see here. Okay, is equal to, what do I want? I want to add, so I write sum, SUM, sum. It quickly gives me all these options that are there. Sum matlab when we want to total the whole thing. Sum if matlab if there is a condition that you want to apply. Okay, sum if the number is greater than 90, otherwise don't sum it, like that. So in general we don't need that, we need sum. So sum, and then because the range is already given there, if you don't know, you can always choose your own image. So we don't want this. Okay, we want to put our own formula. So always the round bracket, उसके बाद में you can put the range. So what is the range? Either you can mark it, so you will get it automatically, or what you can do is you can put it from B to colon. कहाँ तक चाहिए? till D2. So B2 colon D2, close this and click enter. So you've got it. It's the same total. So you can always apply your own formula as well. Okay. Another thing is that let's suppose you want to find out the average also, क्योंकि ये तो 3 exams का total है. So what do you want to do? So to find out the average, again you can select on average. Average now what? So you want to find the average of these three. So you've got it, 88.7, and then again you can autofill it. Now once this is done, there are other formulae also which you can explore as and when needed. Count, unique count means exactly how many are they. So you mark the whole range from B2 to F15, and then it will tell you exactly how many numbers are there. And if we click on, so do you want to try that? I'll show you. So let's suppose that we want to find out the exact number of all these. So we have to mark them all. So I have done left click and drag. Okay, so everything is marked, and then I want to count. So it tells me yes. There are 70 numbers in all. अब ये जो 70 numbers है, इसमें बहुत सारे numbers are repeated. Now I want to find out how many unique numbers are there. For this, so we don't need it, but many times for filtering our data, we need certain unique numbers. Means एक ही बार चाहिए, क्योंकि the same number is repeated multiple times because of certain things. So for that, you can also make use of the same thing and click on unique. Let's suppose we want to make use of only this first row, first column. Okay, let's go for the first column. So I have marked this whole column. Now this column has got 2 से लेकर के up to, okay, let's count this also, up to 16, means there are 15 numbers in all, right? 15 numbers are there, but I want unique numbers. So when I click on, it is not giving me unique. Let's suppose I want to put it here, is equal to unique, and then you give this range, mark the range. Till here. B2 to B15. Okay, B18 में there is already, okay, understood. Maybe I'll write it here. So these are only unique numbers. So यहाँ पे you see you've got 15 numbers here from 2 to we have taken till B15. So there are 14 numbers till B15, 2 to 15. Okay, 14 numbers. But when we are looking for unique numbers, you have got only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and not 15. Why? Because these are the numbers, because these numbers are repeated again. So you can see 89 is repeated twice. 78 is repeated twice. So it has not taken all. 78 is there 3 times. So it has not taken all of them. It has only told me how many unique numbers are there. So this is how we make use of unique. So we've done how to do sum, how to do average, how to find a unique. So all these options we have done, and we've done also count. Is this clear to all of you? Any doubts anywhere? You want to try it yourself? Maybe quickly you can try a little yourself, and then I'll proceed with sorting, filtering and conditional formatting together.
Madam, some features we are not using, but almost we are using these features in our Excel.
Okay, so you are using unique and count and all these
No,
features.
no, some features not unique, and I count and average here. It's already I use,
Okay,
but it unique number is new for me.
okay. So it is easier instead of counting them yourself, you can do unique. Baki formula and all you know already.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So shall we move on to filtering and for sorting and filtering?
It is yes from my side. I don't know about others.
What about the others? Like if you want me to explain something, if you want to explore it on your own, we have time. We can do that. If you want 5-10 minutes, I can give you 5-10 minutes. Explore it on your own. That's why I've shared the sheet with you, and then we can make use of sorting, filtering, and conditional formatting. Because I remember you asking me for conditional formatting.
Yes, ma'am. I also ask for conditional formatting.
Yeah.
But this type of sheet we are doing daily 15 to 20 sheets we are doing
Okay.
for students and online work. So till now I think all have understood and all have mm, understood and they are doing already this much.
Okay.
So we want that thing conditional formatting. That is the rule is different. So we want to learn these things because we are now using all the that formulas also in
Okay.
that sheets. तो
Okay.
हम चाहते हैं कि वो कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग का कंडीशन देने से जो सिंबल्स डाले जाते हैं वो जरा कंफ्यूजिंग है तो सो वी कैन लर्न दैट थिंग
ठीक है,
फ्रॉम यू
चलेगा. So I will not do filtering and sorting. Is it fine with everyone?
No, ma'am. You can show
Okay.
filtering also because some are not knowing maybe.
Okay, so
Uh,
let me quickly explore filter, sorting, and then we will move on to conditional formatting, and I'll also show you how to insert a chart. Okay, now we have all this data. Okay, now the thing is, ye sara, all this data which I have to make a report card. Okay, now when you are making the report card, you go by roll numbers. Okay, uh, so maybe you want this data to be filtered according to the alphabetical order, because roll numbers we usually give in the alphabetical order. So if you want to do it in alphabetical order, what do? You mark it all. Okay, then you go to data and you want to sort. So you want to sort this column, that is column A, by A to Z. So when you do this, see, all of them have come by this. Now you also see that I have got names also here. So again this is incorrect. So what do we do whenever you are doing this? When you want to sort, when you are sorting, okay, data, please click on sort range and then click here. Data has header row. Let me change it to first, otherwise again it will do the same. Autumn will be considered as this. Control Z. Okay. Now I don't want names to be included. Because names I don't want here in alphabetical order. What I want is I want from row 2 onwards to be in alphabetical order. So in that case, what do? I click on A. So the whole column is marked. Okay. Then I go in data. Then I click on sort range. When I click on sort range, it asks me data has header row. When we click on data has header row, it means that it says names. So you want to sort names, okay? It will also ask, because there are only one. If I had marked the whole column, it would ask me other things also. Now when you want to sort by names, how do you want to sort them? You want them to sort by A to Z. Now when I click on sort, see, the names has not moved, it is still in its place, and then all the names have been sorted in alphabetical order. So this is how you sort them. Now when you are making your result, you also want to find out, once you are done noting down everything, you want to find out rank. So what do you want to do? You want to sort them according to increasing, let's suppose you want them, let me just check again. So you want them in increasing order. So again we go on data, sort range, because there is a header, so it has a header, and again we want A to Z. So A to Z means ascending order, छोटे से बड़ा, and Z to A is बड़े से छोटा, that is descending order. Maybe we want the highest scorers first, so we can choose Z to A. And when you sort, so ये 266 का, see you see 266, 260, 256, now they have all changed. Okay, so this is how we can do this. So once this is done, now you want to sort. Now this row mein to it is, there's nothing to sort as such. I'll move on to the another sheet to sort this. Okay, now I have sheet 3. Now in this sheet 3, this is actual worksheet of my students, like a mark sheet. Now here what happened is, like, all the students were there, and the roll number, the sections were random. So there were let me unfilter it. So when the filter is not there, because we've already done it, so all the numbers are showing like this, E, F, but I have others also. I have A se lekar ke, we have sections A to F, so I want those also. So what do? When I click here, okay, then I go on data, I create a filter. So a filter is created. You get this, or you will get a small pole with a triangle head. Okay, when you click on this, now how do you want to filter? You want to filter blanks, EF. Achha, I have got only EF wali sheet with me. Okay, now I don't want this, I want only E. I don't want F. I don't want to see FK marks, I want to see only E. Now we all, like, they are also filtered according to color, because like, if I'll show you later, because there are colors also, but we don't want that, we only want E. So when I click on OK, I've got only E section students and no one from F here. See, this is it, it ends here at Yash. F range is not there. So if you have multiple sections together, you can make use of filter to sort out the data. Okay, now it was asking me whether you want to sort the data according to the color also, because when we were doing, because it is physics, chemistry and biology, so they are in different colors. You can see blue, then you've got red, and so on and so forth. So you can also filter them according to the color. So we don't want all this, and maybe so you can do that also. Is this understood? Sorting and filtering. We usually need filtering when it comes to sections, when you want to check the sections, or maybe like attendance may, like all the present only you want, or only the absent you want. In that case you can filter, so it need not be only column, you can mark the whole thing and then also you can filter. Okay, so names and all you will leave, the dates you will mark, and then you will apply filter, and then you can do. Is this part clear? So there's a question there. Someone had asked something, ma'am, how to write. How to write the word vertically in cell. No, we cannot write vertically. Means you mean to say you want to write like this within the cell. That cannot be done. We can only write like this, and then you can text wrap the cell. Okay. So this is about sorting and filtering, and now let's move on to conditional formatting. Now for conditional formatting, what we do is, again, let's move on to the previous sheet that we had, this sheet. Okay, now I want to conditional formatting. So what all things you want to format? आपको क्या range चाहिए? Like what is it? Because like, is the pace okay? I hope I'm not going very fast.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine, thank you. So what we will do is, now we have to do conditional formatting. Now the thing is, when I look at these scores, I want to see all those students who have scored 40. Okay, so I will insert, what do I do? First of all, I have to mark this whole, because पूरे के पूरे में I want to look. Okay, so I want to look from here B2 to we don't want the total, we want only this till here. Okay, now I go in format and I click on conditional formatting. So when I go to conditional formatting, it asks me to like, this is one formatting which I had given yesterday, but I don't want it, so I'll delete this. Okay, now I have to add a rule. Now when you want to add a rule, this is what we have marked, so it is already marked. Now what do you want? Format cells if. In what if it contains text, it does not contain text, we don't want all this. What do we want? We want by value. Sorry. When it is value is equal to, what is the value? We decided ki like 40. So when I click on this and I click done, so it has given me all those marks which are 40. So I have this these two students who have scored 40 in their test 1. Okay, now I want to add another rule also. What do I want now? I also want to find out those children, like those marks which are in the range of 90 and 99. Okay, so again I can go for another rule. So I have clicked on that. I have to apply the range again. I have to mark the range again. So the same range I want. So I have marked them. Okay, and now I want this. It is greater than or equal to 90. So no, we wanted the range, right? We wanted from 90 to 99. Okay, is is between 90 and 99. Okay, now we want to change the color. If you want to change the color, you can change the color also. Maybe we want to choose this. Okay, and click on done. Trupti, I request you to please not interfere here for the time being. Let me try it again. What happened? Oh, sorry, I had to add another row. Is greater than or equal to 90, and maybe we want to change the color, and done. What happened? Why am I not getting it? Just give me a minute. Let me just figure out what happened here. All of it has got marked. Why? I have made some mistake somewhere. Let me quickly figure it out, please. Yeah, I don't know what I did somewhere. I made some mistake. So if it is greater than or equal to 90, so let's see if all the greater than numbers are also marked or not. So see, 91, 96, they are greater than 90, so they are also marked. So conditional formatting is like this. You can add two rules at the same time. It is not that we cannot apply another rule. Let's try it again. I don't know what happened. Something happened there. Okay. If let's suppose now we want to apply 40 wala, which is equal to exactly, text is equal to see, something happened there. I don't know, but see, you can see. So you've got 40 wala in one color, you've got 90 and more than 90 in another color. So this is how we do conditional formatting. So let's suppose you have inter-house competition. May we have these like how many children have opted for football or cricket, or like maybe literary competitions, or other competitions, or maybe Hindi competitions, English competitions, quiz, like that. So all those can be sorted out by making use of conditional formatting. In that case, you will instead of using this, you will use word. That is, you will make use of text. So abhi, because these are all values, so we were talking about values. Otherwise, when you are talking about, let's suppose, add another rule, if there was something where you have to write down about text, then it can be text. It could be date also. Let's suppose you want to format some data using date, so you can do that as well. Is this clear to all of you? And I'm really sorry, I don't know what happened. I was doing the same thing, but it was just not working at that time. So is this clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll quickly take another 5 minutes to show you how to insert a chart. Okay. Let's suppose you've got a data. आपका results है. I think I have this. Yeah. So this was one thing that I had. We don't need conditional formatting now. Okay. So we've got this data. So there were elections, and we've got these people who are there, and we have to find out who got what percentage of vote. So in that case, what do we need? We want to put it into a graphic format. So you can also make charts using your spreadsheet. So how do we do that? So when we've got these, so we have got votes for Abhilash, Pranshi, Dhiren, and Madhavi. So we'll take these names first. We'll have to put it separately. So I'll just take these and I'll put them here. Okay, so I've got these. Now what I need to do is I need to find out how many votes each of these students scored. So you see, like, all of them are there. So I just marked the whole range and I added it. So I just marked the whole range and I clicked on sum. So this is what I did. This whole and then sum. Enter, and I got 7. So I've got this result here. So I'll just put this result also. Control C, and I put the result, because you need two values, x and y, paste values only. Yeah, so we've got this. Now I want to put it into a chart. So what do we do in this case? You can mark these. Okay. Now there are two ways. Either you go in insert and chart, or a shortcut is there. You can put chart here. So when you click on chart, it asks you what type of chart you want. So either you can have a bar graph, so it shows ki bhai who scored, so it has automatically given 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So who has scored how many votes, or like has got how many votes. If you don't want column chart, if let's suppose you want pie chart, so you click on pie chart. So this is how you can insert a chart also, a graphic representation of the data. Then you can always minimize it and place it. And if you want, you can also move it. Okay, so you can download it if you want into a PNG, PDF, whatever. You can publish it if you want to put it on some website or anywhere. You can also move it to its own sheet. So when you move it to its own sheet, you will see here that I've got a new sheet here, chart. This is sheet 2. The chart is not there. It has moved to chart, its own sheet. So this is about spreadsheets. This is how you can make use of spreadsheets. Any doubts, any confusion, or any other thing that you want to explore now with me? So maybe we can try that as well. Yes, teachers.
Madam, I understand, but maybe if I do practically, na, then I will
Yes,
understand very
that's why I want you to. Do you want to try it now yourself?
well.
Maybe
No, oh, no, it is not possible
it
now.
is not possible now. So maybe you can try it and then let me know next
Yeah.
session. May we can keep a little time for that 5